Morning,
Hello.
sir.
Hi. How's the practice?
Okay, practice is okay. We had a huge hurricane last week.
Okay.
I mean, it has wiped out half of the North Carolina. It's so bad. So there's something called eye of the hurricane where it lands. It was very close to where we live.
Oh,
So today morning, 5:30, my son came to my room and he said, "Oh, there is no electricity. How will we survive?" Because he never seen that in America. I was like, no, 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 there's nothing, there's no internet, and I can't plug on my computers now. How will we open this and that? And I said, go sleep, don't worry, things will be fine. Yeah, so we're out of electricity for 6 hours, and that poor chap was like, how we are going to live now?
it was a disaster for him, I think.
Oh, yeah. He's been to India, he goes to India every other year, so he has seen that, but
Uh,
that's a different environment. Here is like he had never seen that. It's like,
hmm.
no, signals will not work, this will not work, that will not work. Yeah.
My experience.
Yeah. So, so I had few questions on this C major chord.
Puchiye?
When we play C major chord, typically, we are having like C, D open, E, F, G open, A, B, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when we go to the second note, which is your D minor, D, F, A.
Mm-hmm.
So DFA, are we playing to play like, open D, F, A, like this? Open D.
Yeah,
So
you
in,
can play. See, open D and the open string concept is for the guitar. Okay. So
okay,
actually, we have to keep the theory in mind. क्योंकि theory जो
okay.
होता है वो सबसे common चीज होता है.
Mm-hmm.
If you are playing guitar, you have to understand the guitar. Suppose you had been playing the piano, then all the same theory will apply on the piano.
Okay.
If you're learning violin, then same theory will apply on the violin.
So so
So,
my so my question was like, if I play DFA, right? So DFA,
hmm,
okay. If I have to play this as a together, then where is D then? Then D and F is on the same chord now,
yeah.
right?
So D F A is the key of the D minor chord, but it is not compulsory to play in the same order. We can change the order, and that's the reason why you will get the chord sound, D minor chord shapes in the Google also. Okay, so many shapes are there. Okay, when we play a chord on the guitar, many shapes are there.
So this is the shape for D minor, right?
Ah, so you will check that notes are DFA only, but it will be in random order. The
Yeah,
first
this
note you
is
will get.
A. Yeah, this
Ah,
is A. This is D, and this is F.
hmm,
Yes.
hmm.
Okay. Okay. That's right. Because I was confused. I was like, I
Ah,
know that D minor is different, but with this logic, I'm
ah.
playing D and F on the same line, and D is open. I'm like, how can I do that? Okay. Okay. That makes sense now.
डी माइनर में क्या होता है कि डी माइनर का मतलब ही होता है डी एफ ए. आप कोई भी इंस्ट्रूमेंट में प्ले करते हैं, बट
Hmm.
द थिंग इज दैट व्हेन इट कम्स टू प्रैक्टिकल, है ना, then it will be different shapes, different sounds in the same theory. Like D minor, I am playing. Suppose I'm playing on the first fret. This one.
Huh?
So this is a D minor. Then one more D minor is there here.
Huh.
But the theory is same. D F A. So it is D
DF.
F A. Okay.
So I can play like any
Anywhere.
different anywhere.
Yeah.
So like
Anywhere.
it's like D F A.
तो
Okay.
ये डी माइनर कॉर्ड में ही बहुत फेमस गाना था एक, दम मारो दम. सो
The
इट इज,
mother.
हाँ, सो इट द देयर इज अ broken chord pattern. It goes like
Uh-huh.
this. It goes like this. Okay, this is a broken chord pattern. Broken chord means you're breaking the chord, you're not playing together. Now same thing if I'll play fast. तो ये कंसेप्ट है. So whenever you are making any chord, and once you know the theory, you can learn any instrument also. That is also the advantage. You can apply this to the piano also. You can apply to the violin also. But you should know the alphabets on it. That is the most important thing. जैसे कोई भी भाषा सीखने के लिए एक अल्फाबेट जानना जरूरी है, otherwise you cannot enter into the language. The same, if you know the music theory, so you'll understand how that theory works on the vocals also or in the instrument.
Okay.
And many questions are there, like बहुत स्टूडेंट पूछते हैं सर सी मेजर तो बजा लेकिन ये डी माइनर क्यों हो गया. तो हम बोले why we play a D minor, because if we play a D major chord, now this D major chord has F sharp, so that is not in the scale of C major scale. C major scale में कोई sharp नहीं है, and that's the reason why we don't play a D major, we play a D minor. तो अगर सरगम में भी गाओगे वो chord के साथ मैच करेगा, because the family members are the same of the chord also. The notes are C, D, E, F, G, A, B, और वही family members को अलग अलग अरेंज कर रहे हैं, लेकिन वो मैच करेगा क्योंकि रिश्तेदारी वही एक को से ही निभाना है. So that's why sometimes it is called the family chords also. So what are the family of the C major scale? It is C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, then B diminished. But ये केवल ये बच्चे फैमिली हो गए, फैमिली के बच्चे हो गए, थोड़ा सा और बड़े भी आते हैं इसके बाद, मतलब थोड़ा बुजुर्ग. So when it comes to little bit intermediate level chords, so we play a chord in the same scale that uses 4 notes. तो अभी तक जो chords बजाए that was triads, triads. तो triads का मतलब क्या होता है? A chord having 3 notes. Okay, so C major has 3 notes, D minor has 3 notes. Although we arrange in double order also, because guitar में 6 string है. तो इसमें भी बच्चों को confusion होता है, सर if it is a triad, why you are playing the 6 string? So I tell them we are playing 6 string, but the notes are 3 only. It is, if it is a C major, you are playing C, E, G. Even if you check the chord, it will be C 2 times, then G 2 times is coming, like that. G 2 times it is coming. So there is a repetition of the same note. It is not like there are 6 notes. It is only 3 notes. That's why it is called a triad. Now, when we play a little bit intermediate level chord, so suppose we start with the C only. So the जो पहला intermediate level chord आता है, उसको बोलते हैं C major 7th. Now, what is the meaning of C major 7th? Even sometimes the Bollywood musicians don't know about this. C major 7th का मतलब होता है, when we say a C major 7th chord, that means we have to play a C chord, that means a C triad, and we have to add a 7th note of the C major scale. What we have to do? We have to add a 7th note of C major scale. C major scale का 7th note कौन सा है? B है. B. So that means we have to add a B. तो हम लोग का chord का notes क्या हो गया? C, E, G, B. So the tetrad of the C major 7th is C, E, G, B. अब इसको अगर प्ले करेंगे तो पहला पोजीशन जो मिलेगा, we'll get this one. Okay, so you have to play a C, E, G, B. So G and B you will get open string. Okay. Don't press the second string. Second string should be open. Second string should be open, not the 5th string. Second string, नीचे से.
Yeah, so second string is open. This is B, right?
Yeah. So you should get this sound. Are you getting?
So R, C, E, C, E, and then G and A are open. G and B are open.
B. बी नोट होना चाहिए अकॉर्डिंग टू द थ्योरी बी शुड बी देयर सो सेकंड स्ट्रिंग आपको ओपन बजाना पड़ेगा सो यू गेट लाइक दिस साउंड सो दिस इज द साउंड ऑफ सी मेजर सेवेंथ ये साउंड आप सुने होंगे वो जो गाना है पापा कहते हैं जो हम बजा के आपको दिखाएं ये जो कॉर्ड साउंड है ना ये लास्ट में एंडिंग साउंड है कभी ट्रैक सुनिएगा सो इट एंड्स लाइक दिस
Actually, this is this is also in start of Katra Katra also, right? They start like this only.
Maybe. It's not only one song. It can be used in many songs, not only in
Yeah.
India, even abroad also, many songs.
Yeah.
But you have to understand the theory, the sound, the concept, how the composer thinks, how the composer works.
So if I have to play E minor. So again, same thing, right? So
E minor, you have to see the alphabets.
yeah, so E, G, B, right? So I have E, I have open G, and then open B. I can play like that.
Yeah, definitely. E, G, B, कहीं भी बजाइए आप कोई भी इंस्ट्रूमेंट में. That is E minor. Okay. That is always E minor. 200% sure.
So this is also E minor, right?
E minor is like this also. You can play like this. If you don't want to play the sixth string, you can play only the fourth string also.
Yeah, so now I'm getting it. We are jumbling it, right? Okay, yeah, makes sense.
ये बहुत interesting चीज है. So E minor, the main notes are because E minor is a triad. Okay, triad means E, G, B. But you can rearrange it according to the different octaves, different strings. अगर string instrument है तो, अगर keys है तो piano में keys है तो different keys. But it should be E, G, B only. You can change the order. And you can repeat the note also. E 2 बार आ सकता है, B 2 बार आ सकता है, G 2 बार आ सकता है, अलग अलग octave का आ सकता है. But the main order is E, G, B. That is the root order. Root position जिसको बोला जाता है. So, chord and arpeggio theoretically are the same thing. ये last class में बताए थे आपको. तो अगर आप C major बजा रहे हैं as a chord, तो it is like this. But if you are playing a C major arpeggio, when we say arpeggio, तो उसका मतलब ही change हो जाता है. We have to play, yeah. We are playing like a tune. We are playing one after another. In chords, we play the same notes simultaneously.
Arpeggio, right?
Yeah, arpeggio. तो arpeggio एक तरह का आपका broken chord भी है. It comes under the concept of arpeggio. Arpeggio is a broken chord that is played in an ascending and descending order. Or we can say we play in the root order.
So typically, do we try to have arpeggio construction and then, the rhythm construction same? So like if I'm playing, say, E minor, I'm saying, E, G, B, right? So do we try to my arpeggio, do I try to keep the same kind of construction for both of them or do we keep changing that? No. Whatever is easy to play.
If you're trying to relate it, arpeggio doesn't relate with the rhythm. Because arpeggio is a different thing, chord is a different thing, and rhythm is a different thing. Chord comes under the concept of harmony. Okay, and rhythm is a different thing. But what happens when we play a chord, it is very common that we'll play a rhythm only. Either we play simple 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or any rhythm, but it will relate only to the chord, not to the arpeggio. Because
so my question is if you say D major, right? So I can play D major like open F A, right? And then I can play D major like this also, right? So this
D
is
minor,
my chord.
Minor, not major.
D minor, yeah, sorry. D minor, my chord. So in arpeggio, should I be playing like this, where I say like D, or should I be playing this because this is more easy?
No. Arpeggio you can play anytime. You can play like this also, or you can play. But what will happen if you play a chord and you try to play arpeggio? It will sound nice because it will start ringing. क्योंकि उंगली आपका फिक्स है, वो मूव नहीं कर रहा है. But if you play like a lead, so it will sound like a melody. But if you hold a chord and then you play the notes like a melody, so it will be like a ringing feel. So if you want arpeggio in a ringing feel, मतलब broken chord का feel आप चाहते हैं, so you have to hold a chord and then you have to play like a arpeggio. Means suppose I'm playing a D minor. So I'm not moving my left hand. और यही shape में आप क्या कर सकते हैं? You can play a rhythm also. Means but remember, that's a different concept that you have to learn separately.
Okay.
So when we hold a chord and we play like a melody or a tune, it is mainly, you can mainly say that we are playing a broken chord, not an arpeggio. Because arpeggio means you have to play in the root order. That means D, F, A, D, F, A like this.
Exactly.
So, yes. तो D minor का arpeggio अगर हम play करेंगे तो कुछ ऐसा सुनाई देना चाहिए. तो chord का shape से निकल के आना पड़ेगा. Notes वही है. So arpeggio is mostly used by the bass guitar players.
Okay.
Okay. जैसे एक सिंपल सा बेस लाइन हमको बता रहे हैं, डी माइनर में है. This D minor, then C major. So this bass line has been applied to the one song. So what I'm playing the arpeggio. लेकिन सेम चीज आपको प्ले करना होता है बेस गिटार में. दिस अरेंजमेंट इज प्लेड ऑन द बेस गिटार, सो इट साउंड्स वेरी नाइस. फील भी अलग आता है, कुछ अलग सुनाई देता है. हालांकि थियोरेटिकल वी आर नोइंग दैट इट्स अ डी माइनर ओनली, बट इट साउंड समथिंग डिफरेंट.
ओके ओके.
सो वही डिफरेंस क्रिएट करना ही इज कॉल्ड म्यूजिक. अदरवाइज एवरीवन विल प्ले द सेम थिंग इन द बैंड. तो लगेगा एक साथ सब गधेगा, वो फील आ जाएगा.
Yeah. I think, yeah. Playing on this, and it's like B, E.
So maximum chords you will get in the first 4 frets only. Okay. No need to play very far from the like 4th fret or 3rd fret. C major यहाँ मिल जाएगा, D minor यहाँ मिल जाएगा, E minor यहाँ मिल जाएगा, F major यहाँ मिल जाएगा, G major यहाँ मिल जाएगा. Then G7th also you will get. Okay. Then F major 7th. So in intermediate level पे 4 notes आ जाता है तो chord का naming change हो जाता है. जैसे D minor if you play a little bit advanced, so it will be a D minor 7th. So D minor 7th means you have to play a D chord, D minor chord, plus you have to play the 7th note of the D minor scale. Okay, 7th note. So 7th note of D minor scale is C. So you have to play D, F, A, C. तो अगर आर्पेजियो फॉर्म में प्ले करते हैं तो
Hmm.
And if you play a chord shape, you have to play something like this.
Kiss Rasta. So where you're playing this D, so if I'm playing D minor at the bottom, it is not gonna play with C, right? So I have to move it.
Yeah, yeah.
So it is D F A. So let me say D F A and then add C.
Hmm.
So this is right.
Mhm.
So I'm having D open F A C.
करेक्ट। हाँ, लेकिन वो सारा साउंड रिंग होना चाहिए, क्लियर आना चाहिए, वो इंपॉर्टेंट है प्रैक्टिकली। डी माइनर सेवेंथ के बाद आएगा नेक्स्ट कॉर्ड, दैट इज ई माइनर सेवेंथ। सो ई माइनर
So
सेवेंथ मींस
basically, so basically, whenever we say seventh, it's like if you're saying E minor seven, then your last seventh is gonna be D,
या
right?
नो नो
Okay.
लास्ट सेवेंथ नॉट। जैसे अगर डी माइनर सेवेंथ बोलते हैं, इसका मतलब होता है डी माइनर कॉर्ड प्लस द सेवेंथ नोट ऑफ द डी माइनर स्केल। उसी तरह ई माइनर सेवेंथ, दैट मींस ई माइनर कॉर्ड प्लस द सेवेंथ नोट ऑफ द ई माइनर स्केल।
Yeah.
सेवेंथ,
So E minor may will have like E G B and then followed by D.
या
Okay.
सो यू हैव टू रिमेंबर दैट थ्योरी।
Yeah. So this is so we can play like E minor, put D from here, right? And then what we need open B, right? Hmm.
B you will get in the fifth string second fret.
Yeah, this one.
Hmm.
E. This one. So GB or like EGB. So E. Is and then G is your GB. But this is not D, right?
Which one?
So GBD.
Mm-hmm.
So we typically this is how we play G major, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is B is here.
Mm-hmm.
This is G.
Mm-hmm.
And is this D? Top?
D is there, no? Second string, third fret.
Your second string, third fret. This is G, right? This is G. This is B. So where is D? This is not D, right?
D is fourth string open. D is fourth string open.
Okay. But then why we keep this top one close in G?
Because you have to play a
G
B and G, no? B और G तो चाहिए ना?
मैंने तो B हो गया second fifth, right?
Second, fifth, and G will be
And
the sixth,
G
sixth,
हो गया
third.
bottom. G हो गया bottom third, right? This
Bottom
first
also.
third.
So that also you can play.
But
That is
typically whenever such कि G major they play like this always.
नहीं, वो तो आप देख के बजा रहे हैं ना, वो तो बहुत कोई वही बजाते हैं क्योंकि वो कॉमनली वो स्ट्रक्चर से सीखते हैं. Most of the people play G like this. You can play like this also, no problem. Like you can play
So
like this also.
should we play? So is this the same? This is G.
Hmm. वो भी G है. If you are playing GBD, it's G. कहीं भी. इस चीज को याद रखिए.
मैंने अब सबको देखा है ये प्रेस करते हुए. So I'm like, why you are pressing this now, right? This is G.
They will not be able to explain why they are pressing. They will only say we have learned from the YouTube. They सब यही पकड़ते हैं तो हम भी यही पकड़े. See what happens. Many people learn what most of the musicians in India they learn like a monkey. This is the biggest problem we are having. They don't want to know the theory, and that's the reason why when they play the guitar it's very monotonous. है ना, वो एक ही चीज को बजाते हैं. अभी जैसे मान लीजिए हम आपको कॉर्ड सुनाते हैं ना, मान लीजिए पापा कहते सुना रहे हैं, देखिए हम कैसा बजाते हैं अभी, है ना. तो मेरा प्लेइंग में आपको डिफरेंस सुनाई देगा क्योंकि हम क्या कर रहे हैं, पोजीशन चेंज कर रहे हैं, ऑक्टेव चेंज कर रहे हैं, पिच चेंज कर रहे हैं, ऑर्डर ऑफ कॉर्ड चेंज कर रहे हैं. बट सेम थिंग इफ a school student is playing, how he will play, ये 10 मिनट तक यही बजाते रह जाएगा इसी तरह से. So what happens, it becomes a sequence, a fixed sequence. But अगर आप ट्रैक में सुनिएगा तो ट्रैक में they will never play a sequence. They will always try to change the pattern, the chord pattern, the rhythm pattern, the music pattern. अगर ड्रम्स भी बज रहा है तो एक ही बीट नहीं चल रहा है. That is, they will keep on changing. Why they are changing? To make it more interesting, to make it more surprising. तो जो भी म्यूजिक डायरेक्टर या कंपोजर ये चीज को सोचता है, means if he is educated, definitely he will think and he will think best. And that's the reason why sometimes most of the songs get hit by only one song. A.R. रहमान का एक सॉन्ग को 1 billion views मिल जाएगा because he takes times to compose, arrange the music, arrange the chord, arrange the arpeggios. And why he takes times? Because he's working hard, he's thinking. Otherwise maximum people what will do, they will make a rap song, 2 chords में बन गया. But the problem is that song will vanish after 6 months.
Sure.
क्योंकि उसमें हार्ड वर्क नहीं है, उसमें एक्चुअल काम नहीं हुआ. अभी बॉलीवुड में भी क्या होता है कि मोस्ट ऑफ द ट्रैक्स, स्पेशली इफ इट्स अ सॉन्ग ऑफ प्रीतम और अनमोली, सो 80% इज कॉपीड. देयर इज नो हार्ड वर्क. और पता नहीं करोड़ लाखों रुपया क्यों लेते हैं वो प्रोड्यूसर्स बिना कुछ काम किए.
My wife's cousin, he works with A.R. Rahman. Yeah, he manages the whole animations for him, his shows and everything. And it's pretty young chap, like 25, 26 years old kid, 30-year-old kid.
No, it's nice because मेरा भी जब क्या था कि जब हम सीखना शुरू किए, I was very fond of creating music. तो वो थॉट प्रोसेस क्या हुआ मेरे में आया और हम पढ़ने लगे म्यूजिक को, हम बुक्स पढ़ने लगे कि लोग चोरी क्यों करते हैं म्यूजिक. तो पता चला कि नहीं, अच्छा इसमें तो मेहनत बहुत करना पड़ता है। तो ओरिजिनल म्यूजिक बनाने के लिए इतना ज्यादा मेहनत करना पड़ता है, इससे बढ़िया है कि चोरी कर चोरी करने से क्या है कि यू कैन डू द ऑडियो वर्क फास्ट। अ सॉन्ग कैन बी कंपोज इन 2-3 days ऑल्सो, and it can be composed in 6 months also. So it is almost understood that if you're composing in 2-3 days, that means वो चोरी का माल है। क्योंकि 2-3 days में म्यूजिक कंपोज होता ही नहीं है। Even if you learn a song like you're learning now, it takes 1 or 2 months to learn properly. So how can the music can be composed and arranged in 2-3 days? That means definitely a cheating. You're doing some cheating patterns.
Yeah.
You're stealing
So
some.
you're saying that this is also F and this is also F. So now I need to really now find out why people press this one for G.
दिमाग में आपको हमेशा याद रखना है कि GBD आप कहीं भी बजाते हैं, कोई भी ऑर्डर में बजाते हैं, दैट इज अ जी मेजर कॉर्ड। ये 200% करेक्ट है। आप एग्जाम भी देंगे म्यूजिक का तो आपको फुल मार्क्स मिलेगा।
GBD, yeah.
ओके, बिकॉज दैट इज द मेन कंसेप्ट। लाइक सी मेजर स्केल आप प्ले करते हैं, C D E F G A B, आप कहीं भी लिखते हैं या बजाते हैं, दिस इज अ सी मेजर स्केल ओनली, इट विल नेवर चेंज। कोई भी इंस्ट्रूमेंट में बजाइए, कोई भी मीन्स जिसमें ये CD मतलब अल्फाबेट्स बज सकता है, ड्रम्स में तो नहीं बजेगा, लेकिन जिसमें अल्फाबेट्स बज सकता है। तो डेफिनेटली इट्स अ सी मेजर स्केल। So first you should understand what is a C major scale. Then you have to understand what are the chords of the C major scale. Then what type of chords are there in the C major scale. अगर 4 string chord बजाना, 4 string बोल रहे हैं, 4 notes chord बजाना है, so you will get C major 7th, D minor 7th, E minor 7th, बड़ा अच्छा साउंड है ये सब, F major 7th, then G 7th. Now, this is not a major 7th, remember. G7th is a dominant 7th. This is F major 7th and this is a G dominant 7th. तो इसको dominant 7th क्यों बोला जाता है, अब ये बता रहे हैं आपको। तो G7th एक्चुअली जो होता है वो G dominant 7th होता है, लेकिन अधिकतर लोग बोलते हैं G7th। 80% of the Indian musicians will say G7. But if you'll ask them, is it a minor 7th or a major 7th? They will say, we only know G7th. So ये confusion अभी भी बहुत musicians को है। So G7th automatically means G dominant 7th. उसी तरह F7th automatically means F dominant 7th. But remember, F major 7th, F minor 7th, and F dominant 7th, all three are different chords. उसी तरह G7th, G major 7th and G minor 7th, all are different chords. तो अब ये different कैसे पता करें? So F major 7, पहले G dominant 7th लेते हैं, this chord. So G dominant 7th has the notes G, B, D plus the 7th note of the G major scale, but it should be the flat note of the 7th note. So G major scale में क्या होता है कि 7th note जो होता है वो F sharp होता है। So if you apply the formula of the tone, tone, whole tone, semitone, you will get it. तो G major scale में जो 7th note होता है वो F sharp होता है, and to make a flat 7th, we have to play a F note because 7th note is F sharp. So 7th flat will be F note. और अगर वो F note आ गया, that means the chord will be G7th. That means G dominant 7th.
Okay, so this is your A, B, where I'm gonna play my F. I'll play F here, right?
But
This is my series.
आपका नोट्स क्या है, याद है ना, GBDF,
So
ये आपको लाना
G,
पड़ेगा।
B या D open नहीं है। So maybe this one. This is my G, this is my D, this is my B, this is my F.
उतना कॉम्प्लिकेटेड भी जाने की जरूरत नहीं है, आपको जी बी यहाँ मिल रहा है, ठीक है, ऊपर में जी भी मिल रहा है ना, फिफ्थ और सिक्स स्ट्रिंग में। उसके बाद सीधे
ये
एफ, हाँ उसके बाद सीधे एफ यहाँ बजाइए फर्स्ट स्ट्रिंग में।
ओके।
ठीक है, तो ये जी बी और एफ, तो आपको मिल जाएगा जी सेवन कॉर्ड।
दिस वन।
ठीक है, तो ये जी बी डी एफ आपको आराम से मिल जाएगा।
सो व्हाट इज दिस कॉर्ड, दिस वन? सिक्स थर्ड
सिक्स थर्ड जी है, वो तो पहले ही
जी
बताए
है
थे
ना?
ना।
ये तो ओके, सो आई एम प्लेइंग इट।
फर्स्ट और सिक्स स्ट्रिंग तो सेम ही है, तो जो भी आप
हाँ,
पकड़ेंगे वो दोनों स्ट्रिंग में सेम होगा। यहाँ एफ पकड़ लिए, यहाँ जी पकड़ लिए, यहाँ ए पकड़ लिए, कि
ओके।
ऑक्टेव, ऑक्टेव इज ओनली चेंजिंग।
हाँ, बी, तो एफ और डी यहाँ पे पकड़ लिए।
Now in C major scale, we cannot play the G major seventh. We have to play a G dominant seventh. Why? Because in G major seventh, the notes will be G, B, D, F sharp. And F sharp, we know that that is not present in the C major scale.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the reason why we don't play a G major seventh. We play a G dominant seventh. और यही
But we
कॉर्ड,
still have F there, right? In dominant also we have F.
हाँ, और यही कॉर्ड अप्लाई हुआ है पापा कहते हैं सॉन्ग के लिए भी।
Mm-hmm.
75% म्यूजिशियन जी बजाते हैं, दिस इज अ रॉन्ग कॉर्ड,
Mm-hmm.
द एक्चुअल कॉर्ड इज जी सेवन, बट दे विल नॉट एक्सेप्ट, बोलेगा नहीं ये तो सही है, बिकॉज द ट्यून गोज लाइक दिस, नो। So F E D, that is matching with la la la. So theoretically also is correct, and according to the tune also it's correct. लेकिन बहुत musicians को नहीं समझ में आता because they don't want to understand the theory. So what happens in maximum songs, they will play the chords wrong in spite of knowing the song. The only reason is they don't know the theory. And if you know the theory, you'll play the correct music in one take. कोई डाउट नहीं होगा कि आप ये बजाना है, ये बजाना है, वो बजाना है, because once your theory is clear, you are not in a doubt that what I have to hold, which notes I have to press. You'll only see the theory and you play the chords, only see the notation, you'll play the chords and it will sound correct. यहाँ तक कि YouTube में भी 10 चैनल में ये कॉर्ड को रॉन्ग बताया गया है। तो ये बहुत खतरनाक चीज है, क्योंकि कभी कभी क्या होता है कि बहुत स्टूडेंट्स, मान लीजिए किसी का लाखों सब्सक्राइबर्स है, and नहीं भी तो 25 songs, 20 to 25 songs the students are playing wrong just because the teacher has mentioned wrong. Now just imagine if anyone is getting inspired to become a professional, वो एक डीप वो होल हो जाता है उसका करियर में because of these things, because the basic theory is very much important. If your basic theory is correct, definitely your intermediate and advanced will be also correct automatically. उसमें कोई डाउट्स नहीं रहेगा। So G major seventh is not allowed in the C major scale and G dominant seventh is allowed. इसको एकदम याद रखिएगा, क्योंकि इसको याद जहां भूले